Hey everybody, it's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode. We're diving deep into one of my favorite distilleries that produces Ryes. That's right, Sagamore Spirits. And do we have a hitter of a lineup tonight for you? The star of the show is a little targeted to a specific audience, but it applies to really any good pick of Sagamore. The main entrant tonight is the Sagamore Spirits Single Barrel Select, aged 7 years. That's right, 7-year-old MGP Rye. Let that sink in for a moment. 7-year-old MGP Rye. For the low price of $69.99 a bottle. And it's bottled at 110 proof. Right here in the label, 110 proof, 55% alcohol by volume. For those viewers of mine that like to go by that. You get the fancy Barrel Select emblem here on the side. Special shout out to the Lehigh Valley Bourbon Drinkers group. Excellent job. I don't know, there's like 20 members of that group involved in this pick. And I mean, now look, I've tasted this. We're going to do a review for you tonight, but I'm just going to say this right now. You guys did an amazing job. Personally, I know O'Sheen Hayes was part of that group. Always a long-time supporter of this channel, so good job, O'Sheen, and everyone else involved. For the rest of my viewers, not from New Jersey, not from Pennsylvania, well, the moral of this story is, find yourself a pick, a store pick of Sagamore Spirits, and just please know, there are some that are 7 years old now. Fun label on the back. Logan's Heroes. In fact, $5 of your money goes to charity. Goes to a charity that helps kids and their families with medical bills. So, great cause and a great deal. Alright, I will say enough said about that. But this is the main star of the show tonight. And I just got to say, can you look how dark this is? This is a dark rye. Alright, so we will be giving you the tasting notes and nosing notes of that. But, you know, we're not going to let you hanging. We're going to compare that tonight against Sagamore Double Oak Rye. A fan favorite that should be in every market. And then we're going to compare that to a distillery-only release that I did a video on earlier. So I'll link that above. This is the Sagamore Spirits distillery-only exclusive Rum Agricole finish. So it's a Rum Cask finish. They have a regular Rum Cask finish that was released in 2022 that you'll probably be able to find in your local store that carries Sagamore. But the difference here is that this one was finished for nearly 2 years in the Rum Cask. So the one out on shelves I think is roughly a year. This one's 2-year finishing. Spoiler alert, it's also delicious. We're going to give it a swirl. And you know, she's dark. She's dark. We're not going to come... For a rye, it's dark. For a rye, it's old. And it's MGP rye, like we said already. Let's give it a nosing. Oh, sweet heavens. What a delicious nose. I'm getting a whiff of like cherries off the top. It's like a little bit of a fruit salad note. I get the rye note. There's like a ton of like, I want to say caramel. It's a ton of like caramel. I'll even say a light hint of coconut. So kind of you know, a little fruit cocktail, but it's kind of dark. There's like a chocolate maltiness almost to it. Gosh, it's making my mouth salivate. And then there's, a light, it's like a toasted oak note. It's not just oak, it's a toasted oak note. So I get some coconut, toasted oak, the rye spice, a little bit of cherry. Gosh, it smells wonderful. Thick legs on this, 110 proof. Let's take a sip. Holy smokes, that's good. That is good. Honestly, I'm not a rye guy typically on this channel. One of the best ryes I've had. If you're a bourbon drinker, this rye, don't be scared. This rye's for you. This is very good. Up front, you get just that pop of like cherries, fruit cocktail, followed by like that toasted coconut, toasted oak, tons of caramel, a little bit of chocolate falling through. Good, warming sensation, and this is thick. This is thick. It's not quite motor oil, but it's pretty thick feeling on the mouth, I will say. Take one more here. Oh, that's my jam. Very fruity. Like fruit jam. That coconut. It almost has like a Nutella, like hazelnut. I said chocolate malt, but I think it's actually like a real nice like Nutella hazelnut flavor. Dang delicious. Score on this, A+. $69.99 for a rye that, if it was bottled somewhere else, would easily sell for north of $100 for 7-year MGP rye. It's fantastic. What would I pay for this? $100 a bottle, easily. This stuff is very good. Very viscous. Good feeling in the mouth. Man, A+ stuff. Great job, Lehigh Valley bourbon drinkers. Alright, now, I know you won't get that exact pick unless you're a very small viewership of my channel. But let's compare it to the old Sagamore Double Oak, a crowd favorite. Oh, sweet toasted marshmallow and oak on that. Gosh, that smells good. It has a little bit of that fruit note, but it's lighter. That barrel pick there was very just dark. Just dark. Deep and dark. This is deep and dark too, but actually comes off a little bit lighter, which is surprising for a Double Oak product. Let's take a sip. Double Oak's fantastic. Just like maple syrup on there. Rye spice. Marshmallow. If you've been sleeping on Sagamore Double Oak, don't. It's like $50, $60 somewhere in there for the MSRP. You're really messing up if you haven't tried it and you don't have a bottle in your collection. The Sagamore Double Oak is a 4 to 5 year MGP sourced rye. And then it's aged for about 18 months in toasted wave stave barrels. So it ends up being about 5.5 to 6.5 years old, depending on which batch you get. I have had multiple batches of this. There is some slight variation, but you know what? The secret is they're all good. All right, they're all. Whoa! Just spilled that right on myself. It's not as good as the store pick. The store pick is in, that's in another bracket. But if all you can find is a Sagamore Double Oak, you buy that. All right, last but certainly not least is our Rum Agricole finish. So this is a 4-year MGP, finished for 2 years in a Rum Cask. So she's also approaching 6 years old. I think I said 4 to 5. This one's 101 proof. I forgot to mention it. The Double Oak, I think, is 96. 96.6. 97. We'll round up. Double Oak was 97. Store pick's 110. This one is 101. Alright, let's give it a nosing. Oh, this is brighter and way sweeter, as you would expect from the rum. I get a little bit of a... What's that rum scent on there? In addition to the rye, it plays very well with the rye notes. Let's take a sip. I mean, it's sweeter. Some red fruits on that. Good strong finish. Rye spice comes through. That's delicious. I mean, no losers tonight. The winner, though, is the store pick. It is a level above the other stuff. So if you are lucky enough to find a 7-year-old store pick at 110 proof, don't just think, oh, it's Sagamore. Scoop it up. Scoop it up. Sagamore is putting out delicious stuff nowadays. I don't have these are the only bottles I have of Sagamore, but I have tried their Calvados finish. I have tried their cognac finish, and maybe the tequila as well. They're all good. They're all good. They're not badly priced, and they're good. So if you've been sleeping on Sagamore, don't do it. Go buy one. Okay, so that's the moral of this story. But if you have or had the chance to pick up this particular store pick, please do so. It is delicious. Thank you again to those that picked it. So if you like what we saw tonight, please like, comment, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button. Have a great evening, everybody.